Hi, Goddess of Awesome here, and today is day 7 of my final tour mission, and today is Sunday, and I'm definitely in Conservativeville. I'm also in Snow World, and today is church day for a lot of folks, so I don't know if I'll get anything later. I might. Sunday nights can be surprising. It's like a lot of people don't want the weekend to end, and for whatever reason, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening can actually be a busy day in this world. Another busy day might be Thursday for some reason. Thursdays in general, across the board, usually pretty good. Fridays can be hit and miss. You never know. Friday might be good. Friday might not be good. A lot of people go out of town sometimes on a Friday, take the family with them. So Sundays. Today's Sunday, and today was the first day back in the gym for me. I am definitely a workout-aholic. I don't think that's unhealthy. There's a lot of alternatives that you can be an aholic about, and if you're going to be a holic of anything, maybe working out isn't the worst thing, you know? I'm a spinner. I do indoor cycling. I love it. It fuels me. It feeds my spirit. It is my safe place. It is my laughing spot, my happy zone, my escape. It definitely is an escape for me. I take it to the gym, you know? The frustrations or sadness or whatever feelings aren't feeling good, like, they transform in the gym for me. And it wasn't always that way. I wasn't a workout person my whole life. I'm a severe anemic. I've been hospitalized a few times for blood transfusions. It is ironic that I wear piercings because needles terrify me beyond belief. If you tell me you're going to draw my blood, I will instantly break down and cry. Instantly. My arms come up. They don't want to come down. It's protection. They come this way, you know? So, I didn't know I was a badass physically until I became a spinner. And I am definitely top performer in spin class. I can't say I'm the only top performer. I don't think I'm the top. I'm not trying to be the top anything. I'm trying to be the best I can be. I'm trying to perfect me. And where I do that is in the gym. It's the only place that I can go inward and physically work on me. You know, you can do this in meditation. Sometimes people have a hard time sitting still to meditate. I can sit still and meditate. I have learned, and I will share this with you down the road. I'm not trying to get you to be a meditator. It's not for everybody. It can be. It's an amazing tool, but I'm not going to say it's a necessity for you. There are other ways to meditate. And for me, being in physical motion with an amazing instructor, it's almost like a guided meditation, and it takes me somewhere really amazing, you know? The best spin instructors out there understand that spinning, there's a science. There's a science to spin class. If you've tried a spin class and it sucked, maybe you might not have had an amazing instructor, you know, because instructors who are amazing in that field, they understand that music is so important. Okay, it's everything. The music is what carries you. It drives you. And so the science is that every song that plays, the next song that comes after has to be better. It has to be better than the one that just played. You can't have a great song and then have the next song, ugh. It can't do that. It has to be the next song, that's so good. Oh, and the next song comes on, and the people who are writing in class are like, ah, damn it, I love that song. Oh, I gotta give it what I got, because that song is picking me up. That's how people can do a big spin class. When I mean big, I mean like a 60-minute class. So a lot of classes are 45 minutes. I do 60 everywhere I go. In my hometown, you know, we're hammering out 60 minutes. Today was supposed to be a 75-minute class, and I was looking forward to it, like, can't even tell you. I mean, I honestly find spiritual experiences in my spin class, and to be there as long as possible, it's like hanging out in Nirvana land, you know, bliss world. It's just pure happiness. And so I was really excited to wake up this morning and go to the spin class. And I went to bed a little late. I didn't mean to get to bed late. I was fiddling with these videos and uploading them, and I ran out of room on my computer. So it's almost a blessing today is Sunday and may not be that busy of a day, because now I have to figure out what to do with making space on my computer. And probably have to check some of my videos that I've made for you. I thought maybe I'd come back later and edit some of these. I don't know if I'll get to do that. I definitely will be learning more, you know, the editing process. I used to edit. I was an RTVF major. I've edited a lot of things, but it's been a while and it's a new program. So anyways, I have to get rid of some of those files so I can keep making videos for you. Keep updating you on my progress and my journey. But I wanted to get back to spin really quick. It was supposed to be a 75-minute class today, and it was only 45 minutes, and that sucked. You know, when you want it and you're up for it, and it's, you know, you finally just get to your happy place. It's almost like being a little duck in the pond, and you're just splashing around having a good time. You don't want that to end, you know. So that's what happened this morning. I was so ready for 75 minutes. I was extremely excited, and class ended early. They had some kind of a meeting for the instructors. They were doing something special today, so that's why they ended it early for us. But, you know, I still got there. I still got what I needed. I found my ecstasy place. See, that's the thing for me. And if I'm doing a hardcore cardio workout, and I believe that's what a spin class is, there is a certain point you reach where it is pure ecstasy. I only ever did the drug ecstasy 3 times, and I'll tell you that experience someday in another video, but I can tell you from experiencing the manufactured ecstasy and discovering real ecstasy in a physical workout, I can't get enough. That's all I want. I'm sad to leave my home when it comes time for big trips like this, because what I'm really leaving, besides my critters, you know, I have horses, and I have a couple big dogs at home looking over my horses, and I don't want to leave them. I never want to leave them, you know. They're my family. And not just that, in my spin class is my family. We're a bird of a similar feather. And, you know, being a provider, we're very solitary creatures. A lot of us are very solitary. We don't come out. We don't socialize. We're very recluse. You know, I think I'm a little unusual in that department because I've been a social dancer for a long time. Since I was 25, I started swing dancing, and I used to go every single week, all the time. I mean, there was one week I went 8 days straight, 8 or 9, and I changed my nail color every single day to match my outfit. I just really get into swing dancing. It's so fun. Way funner to swing dance when you're looking cute, you know, when you got your dress on. Some people with some venues, they go and they're almost wearing workout clothes, or worse, like things, just normal street clothes you might mow the lawn in. And that's cool. If that's, you know, that's cool. You know, be whoever you want to be. But for me, It is funner to dress up and go dance. But because I have these sensibilities of social dance, you know, that those are some good qualities. Being able to small talk with people, right? Brief interactions. Those are hard for providers. We don't, you know, the worst question we ever want to be asked is, say, what do you do? And I don't know, other parts of the world, but certainly in Los Angeles, when you meet somebody, it's almost the first question. Hi, my name is so-and-so. And then the next question is, what do you do? Right? Almost like it matters. Like they need to judge you instantly to know where you are, in what bracket you are, so they know if they're compatible with you. I don't know. There's probably more driving reasons that people ask, what do you do? But I know for girls like myself, boy, do we hate that. That question sucks, you know? Especially for me, because I hate lying. Like, I'm so not a liar. Like, it hurts me to lie. I don't want to do it. I don't like it. It feels wrong. I can't say wrong. It rubs me the wrong way. It goes against my grain. But I'd just rather be honest, because then I don't have to remember the crap I told people if I told them something. Now, sometimes when I'm interacting in airports and I'm briefly exchanging small talk with people, you know, they don't need to know what I do. They don't need to know. I mean, what's it going to serve? It's not going to serve anything. It's a 30-second conversation or a 90-second conversation or a 4-minute conversation. They don't need to know my details, you know. So I might just tell them that I do horses, or, you know, I'm in the horse world. Or I may just forget I even heard the question and go on to something. I might just ignore it, you know. I have some tactics of how to flip it on people. I love classy places. Like, you know, I told you I'm a swing dancer, so there's another place that I really love so much, and I would go all the time in my 20s, all the time, to the Magic Castle, Hollywood, and it's very classy place, and you have to dress up nice. There is a definite strong dress code, and because I love to dress up, you know, I can get away with anything I want to wear dress up wise. Like I can wear hoop skirts and Southern Belle gowns, or, you know, one time I went in this amazing Marie Antoinette wig. Like, you can just do whatever you want. But I'm getting a little off subject. So coming back to a defense mechanism of how to flip things on people when they would ask me, so what do you do? So especially at the castle, because here we are having such a good time. Why in the world do we want to talk about work? And that's what I would tell them. I would say, here we are having such a good time, and you want to talk about work? Almost make them feel inferior for even asking that question. I've done it to a few people, and they feel like an asshole, which is great. Don't ask me that question. You don't even, it doesn't matter. Just enjoy my company. I'm dressed up pretty and standing next to you, you know? And then I would follow up with a better question to ask. You know, this is true, people. This is so true. Rather than ask, if you're interested in somebody that you see in a public setting and you want to go make some small talk, maybe the better thing to ask is, hey, so what do you like to do for fun? You know, that's a great question, broad. You know, what do you like to do for fun? Obviously, we're socializing in a high class environment. That's one of the things you like to do for fun. Obviously, if we met each other that way, horses, swing dancing, roller skating, I don't know, the list is long for each person. So it's just so much nicer to ask somebody if you really want to get to know them. Don't be all invasive. Even doesn't matter what job they do. It's kind of rude to just instantly go into, so what do you do for work? Oh, and by the way, what do you drive and how much money do you make? Because I need to know all of that before I can be your friend. That's messed up, and people are like that. I'm from LA. I know that probably more than a lot of folks in the country, you know. Towns I go to, people are a little more humble and kind. They don't, I mean, if they are looking down their nose, you wouldn't know right off. You know, they have a nice way of being you know, there's social graces. There's a lot of social graces where I go and where I like to be. So with these social graces, and part of that comes from swing dance, you know, being a spinner, I just got back into it in December of 2015. I'll have to do a spin video for you. Not that this isn't, but something more exclusive about spin. But I just got back into it, and, you know, I decided that I was going to make sure that every class I go to, I get at least one person's name. Doesn't matter who it is. I'm not going to run across the room to try to get somebody's name, but if they're standing next to me or we're happy to engage in some small talk, I'm going to try to introduce myself and get their name, because these are my classmates. I'm going to probably keep seeing them, and I want, you know, if they love spin, I love spin. You know, if they love spin, I love them, because I love spin. I love it so much. It's very healing. I had an epiphany today in class. I'm so excited that I finally decided to be a YouTube person and come out and share some time with you every day, make a video for you, because I have a lot of things I want to tell the world about spin class. It's not for everybody. I understand it's not for everybody. So don't feel bad if you don't like that type of workout. But there's a lot of magic that can happen in a spin class, and I've been really wishing I could share it with the world. So now I get to. So I'm sure you'll hear more about spin class from me. I'm definitely a spin freak, and contemplating right now going back to the 5 o'clock class. You know, it's Sunday here in family world. I mean, I may not get anything tonight, and might as well go get my buzz, because it definitely is like that for me. It's a high. You know, it's uplifting, it's cleansing, it's, you know what it does is it defragments my brain. Like if my brain was a computer, and it is, it defragments it. It takes all these loose ends and it just puts them all right where they're supposed to be, you know? It aligns me. Also, if I'm frustrated about anything, or I'm mad about anything, or something's not working right, or I have some emotional pain that day, when I'm in the zone of this workout, it's where my spirit can release. I have found I use working out as a tool. Spin class has become a tool for me. So on multiple levels, for various reasons, I need to spin. I love to spin. It's the best. It's absolutely the best. And I can't live without it, nor do I want to. So it's hard being on the road, leaving my people, my great class with all my friends that I know, because I keep meeting people and keep knowing their name. And I love spin so much that if I see someone struggling with their bike setup, and maybe they're walked in and I can tell they're new, and if I feel like I could help them, boy, I'm all over it, you know. Go get off my bike in the middle of a workout and just go help somebody get set up, because I want them to feel welcomed. I want them to get on the ship and get into this rhythm and feel the ecstasy, because it's present and available for everybody who hops on that train, you know. And if you're ready to hop on that train, ooh, let's go. I live on that train. That's the train I live on. So it's inevitable that I'm going to have to become a spin instructor, because I genuinely care for that workout so much. The only thing I want to do is share it with other people. So I feel like I have some things that I use for form, because I'm always scanning my body, checking in for perfect form. And scanning your body is good. I have to make a video on this for you. To energetically scan your body, to always be checking in your systems, you know, that's kind of an advanced skill. It's a skill that not a lot of people are taught. We don't speak about scanning our body. Where do we feel things? You might be surprised where you feel things. Sometimes you feel things in spots of your body you didn't think it was going to be in that area. I don't know why, you know, but when you can scan your body, you can scan your emotions, you can scan your mind. Just give it a once over, like with your little mental laser beam, and see if something needs adjustment, right? So for me as a spinner, what I do is I lock my mind, and I'll have to, there's so much mind work that I do. I am so excited to share the mind work that I do. It's how I get it done. It's how I get a lot of things done. And it's how I'm getting even these videos done. So I can't wait to share that with you. But in spin class, I put my mind in a spot where it can't wiggle away, right? I'm in control. I'm not forcing myself to submit to anything, though I am channeling my mind into some kind of space, a space that's not big. And with discipline, I keep my mind there, and I have reasons of why my discipline is relevant, right? There's goals and things that I want, and that brings my discipline into action. It gives me a reason to abide by whatever discipline or rule. I hate, rules, and nobody likes rules, but discipline frees you on so many levels, right? So taking mental discipline into the gym, that's where it starts. So for me, it's all mind, and I'm always scanning my body, making sure that my positioning, where I'm holding my weight, it's all in the right spot. Because as you keep moving, a 60-minute workout, it's easy to forget about a couple little things here and there. So I'm always scanning, I'm always coming in, always inward, coming in, just checking, just double checking, making sure my form is right, because when your form is right, everything else is easier. When you have good form, you can really add some power. Not just that, you're getting maximum results because you're in proper position, working the appropriate muscles, doing the right thing. So you get an amazing response. Your body starts to respond more so than if you weren't in proper position, working with good form. So for me, I'm going to try to wrap this video up right now, because I have to share this because it's profound for me. When I got back into the spin studio, I found spin around 23. That's when I found spin. So most of my 20s, I was always a spinner, from 23 to 30 strong. I was a spinner, and then I've been traveling a lot, so it's hard to take, hard to get into classes. But December 8th, I think it was, 2015, I found myself back in a spin studio, and one opened up right around the corner, too good to be true, and I got myself in class, and I had to keep tricking myself that I liked it, right, because it wasn't comfortable at first, and I knew I loved it. I had been a spinner before, and when you get back into it, though, when you start any kind of workout regime or regimen, there's a lot of mind that happens. And if you don't have a coach coaching you, it's hard to stay with it. It's hard to be consistent, hard to push past the discomfort and get to the ecstasy spot. I think that's why a lot of people have trainers, right? They need someone chewing their ear off, cracking that whip behind them, making them do it. So for me with spin class, scanning my form, being in perfect position, charging through. See, the next thing that I do is I get a focus point. I find an area, something that I'm okay to look at, and I just set my eyes there. And I start to forget about everything that's happening, the outside world, all that, and I go into the zone because I've now focused on a spot. I'm not really looking at it. I mean, I am, but that spot's not changing. But now my mind can go places, and my mind can do things, and I can start accessing stuff, and and I get into the zone quicker. You know, I get past the uncomfortable part faster. I get to the ecstasy space quicker when I focus on a spot. Now I've noticed that in my workouts that spot will shift through the workout, but when it shifts, I don't even notice it's happening because I'm almost in some kind of trance, you know. And then, but at some moment, I'll realize my focus point has changed and I'm staring at something else, you know. But really quick, and then I'll end this. I have been coaching myself for a while mentally. I have been mentally working with my mind for a while. Well, I work with it all the time because I am my only coach. Well, not really. I mean, I do have mentors. I'll share some of that with you. But on the day-to-day basis, every day, I am my own coach. Same as you. You are your own coach. You are in your own head. You speak to yourself, regardless if you want to or not. We always tell ourselves things. Most of the time, it's not positive, right? We are our own worst critic, you know? So if you can shift that and to start constructing positive things to coach yourself on, you know, monitor your thoughts, monitor your words, choose not to knock yourself down, choose to build yourself up. That's a personal choice. You can go the other way, you can bag on yourself and knock yourself down, or you can discipline your mind, and then when you're in that disciplined space, start interjecting, start feeding your mind capable thoughts, ideas of you being successful or pushing through something difficult or breaking through. I don't mean like to break something, but like a breakthrough. You know, in workouts, especially a spin class, there are moments of breaking through to the next space. When I say when you're disciplined, you're going to find a space of ecstasy, you will. If you stay in that space long enough, or maybe you add some resistance to get you to work a little harder, and the music is right, and the teacher's words are perfect, something happens. Boom! It's like a breakthrough into a whole new space. You didn't even know that mental space was there, that physical space was there. Suddenly everything seems to be easier. You are actually kicking ass now in class because somewhere in your mind opened a space, you know, to get to. Created a space that wasn't there before. So I've been creating space, lots of different spaces for my mind to be able to reach every time I go to spin class. So there's so many reasons why I go to spin class, right? I go to feel better. I go to do mental, emotional work. You know, it's a spiritual experience for me with the right teacher and the right music. So it almost feels like temple. I shed. I can feel things coming off of me. So it definitely is a healing experience. And here's the last thing I want to say. They're hard, right? I'm not going to pretend to you that a spin class isn't extremely difficult. It absolutely is, but you're controlling the pressure so you can take yourself there. You don't have to, no one's forcing you to go extra hard. So if you're beginning or you're thinking about beginning, please don't be afraid. You know, we'd love for you to join us in class. You know, you got to start somewhere. But once you start and once you find those spaces, and you discipline your mind and you have these breakthroughs and you get this ecstasy, this natural ecstasy, endorphins, right? I love endorphins. My absolute favorite thing on the whole planet, I think, is the sensation of endorphins. So when I'm in this class, any class, something happens for me. You know, I tell myself I can. I tell myself I love it. I know I'm capable. I'm doing it. And now I smash them, right? I smash these classes. I chew them up and spit them out. You know, I pick the bone clean, if you will. Energetically, I definitely dig in. And when I accomplish these classes, I feel like a champion. Because I am. I feel like a champion every single class that I finish. every class, every time I leave the studio, I walk out with the presence of a champion, because I am. I know I am, because I just smashed that class, you know? So I'm sharing this with you because maybe some of you don't know how to get out of your funk, and being physical and putting your body in motion is probably the best way to start the self-healing process. If you don't have a healer in your neighborhood, you don't know where the most amazing, I've had a very fortunate path to come across some certain healers when the timing was right for me, that I could see in real time physical people. But if you don't have that, the best next thing you can do is to go somewhere where you can work with your energy. And where you work with your energy is when you're physically in motion, probably at a gym, or some kind of physical activity. Even hiking can get you there. Anytime you raise your energy and you get that heartbeat going and that blood is pumping, you are putting oxygen into your cells. You're pumping your cells with oxygen. And when you pump your cells with oxygen, it almost takes away all the icky stuff. If there's mental icky stuff or emotional icky stuff, you don't feel it as much, because your cells are jam-packed with fresh oxygen. It gives you a glow, like an inner glow from the inside out. And the beautiful thing is, this glow, it stays with you, right? It lasts for a while. It's not, oh, you just do a workout and you feel good for a minute. No, you feel good all day. And then the more you do it, you just keep feeling good day after day. And so that's why I can't get out of the gym. That's why I don't want to. I want to go see my friends in class and kick ass with them and be the champion that I am, because they're champions too. First of all, you're a champion if you just make it to class. If you just make it to class, you're a champion. Absolutely. And as you keep pursuing, as you keep going, as you keep showing up, it will get easier and easier and easier, just like anything, right? So, and then, if I don't know how it might be similar for you, it might be different, but the feeling of being a champion, I have that. So I actually, a little bell went on for me not long ago, literally in the last few weeks, that I get why people put their kids in sports. Because being physical, when you're physical and you do tough stuff, you do things that may be physically impossible for most people, or they're extremely difficult, and for some reason you're able to pull it off, that teaches you that you can push through hard things, you can tackle hard things and overcome it, right? So I've been a severely anemic person my whole life, and blood transfusions, and in high school I was exempt from PE because I didn't have enough blood in my body. Your red blood cells carry your oxygen, so I felt like I was having asthma attacks because I didn't have enough oxygen in my cells, didn't have enough blood in my cells, I didn't know that I loved its physical workouts, not until I was in my 20s. So boy, if I had tapped into what I know now as a teenager, I probably would be an Olympian. No doubt, because I have it. And it's not just physical, it's here. This is where I have it, So I just want to put it out there that I actually am keeping space that I can still be a participant of Team USA. Oh yeah, I'm coming for you. I'm going to get on my horse, literally, and I'm going to practice hunter jumper. And I'm going to be in the Grand Prix. And I'm going to bring home a medal. I'm going to bring home the medal. I'm going to win the gold for Team USA, equestrian team. Yes, I am. I can do it. With the right horse and the right mindset, I could do it. So the right mindset gets anything done. And if you're on starting your healing process, it might be hard to shift your mind. You might not know might not know that available spaces are present because you haven't accessed them yet. But if you're looking to kickstart your world and get yourself going, there's no better way to start the healing process than to get in motion and start moving your body. So I'm actually going to start doing some in motion videos for you. I'm going to do some stretching videos. I've loved to stretch. I learned it in college, and that's where I started. I took a stretching class, and then the next semester I took stretching class and aerobics. And the next semester I took stretching class, aerobics, and body sculpting, and they were back to back, and I gradually got there. So nobody jumps in the deep end of the pool. Most people don't, and you shouldn't, because your body's not used to it yet. You don't want to snap anything or tear anything, and those things are possible. So you ease into it, and the more you ease into it, the more you'll like it, the more easier it will become, and the more you'll be able to do. But it's a gradual process, you know? So, okay, I'm going to end it there. I did my Great Spin class today. Today's day 7. I have not seen a client yet. I might go do a 5 o'clock class, which is crazy. You know, if I didn't spin this morning, would never make it to the 5 o'clock class. But because my engine has already been revved up this morning with a great workout, I have it. I have whatever it is. I have that, I don't know how to describe it. Let me think about a word. I have the zest, because I already got to the zest this morning. Finding the zest again is piece of cake, you know? But if I had to be all day waiting and thinking about it, that's where I can't do it. I can't think about it all day long. That is painful. If I have to think about my workout all day long, it starts feeling like a chore, right? I gotta do this. I have to do this. Oh, I gotta do this. I mean, I hate those thoughts. I got to. I have to. Who wants to have to anything, right? When I do it in the morning, it's I get to wake up and go to spin class today. That's what it feels like. And my day doesn't feel right unless I hit the spin studio. So when I'm home, I go 7 days, 10 days on, and then I start feeling my body. I'm like, okay, I think it's time for a day off. Take a day off. It's so hard because every day there's someone I love. There's an instructor I love, or there's people who are gonna show up to that class because I know that's the class they go to, and I love my classmates so much. And if you're in my class and I haven't learned your name yet, I am so sorry. I'm definitely on a mission to learn everybody's name who's in my class. If you're a spinner, you're part of my world, you're part of my tribe, you're part of my family. And if you resonate with that kind of workout, then I completely resonate with you. So hopefully, you know, you want to be friends. I'm down for that. So, okay, I'm going to wrap up this video. Oh, really quick before I end this, I got a phone call from so day 4, I did 4 videos that day. If you're curious about what I'm going to mention next, go back and reference it if you want to know. Day 4, the 4th video of the 4. The Come Drinker messaged me today. Now, today's Sunday, and he told me he couldn't do it today because, you know, Sunday, family day, can't do it. But I actually missed a call, and it was from him. But I had to make you this video first. I couldn't be distracted. So right now I'm going to go check that phone and see if I can't get him in here and do an instructional video for you. This particular subject is going to maybe demonstrate something that most people don't get to see. You know, it's going to hit the final and desired result, and then he, by his own accord, by his own wanting, he might consume his stuff afterwards. Now, some of you might be getting grossed out, but let me tell you, there's a lot of guys out there who are curious about what their stuff tastes like, and there's a lot of guys who don't taste it, which is so strange. If it's your body, if you've never tasted yourself in your whole entire life, that's hard for me to wrap my mind around, because it's your body, and how have you not sampled your body? Even as a little kid, kids taste everything, you know. So some guys want to try that, but it's only easy for them or possible for them to do it with a female. And a lot of females who, you know, if you're dating someone, you may not be able to wrap your mind around it, and they might know that, so they may never bring it up. So this person is going to live it out, or he already did live it out the other day. 4th video, check it out. And anyways, he's offered himself to me as a subject. So we'll see if he comes in today, if I'm able to squeeze him in for you and get that instructional video done. And that's all. Okay, so today's day 7. Been on the road for a week. I traveled a week ago today, Sunday. So tomorrow will be a full week of being back in the field, doing field work. I have at least 2 more weeks, maybe 3, to get everything handled. We'll see. But okay, so that's all. So today's day 7. I'm the Goddess of Awesome. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you feel like subscribing to learn more, please do. And bright blessings and be well.